It's snowing! I wish it was. Looky, I got a hooky. Right. Hook. Yes, it's a review rant random for Hook, and I'm just filling in the gaps. Now, I should be unboxing Corey Wells. I should also do a review for The Cube, but gonna have to wait tomorrow. One, I need Brittany for The Cube to get in the attic. You know, it's like getting the attic and trying to film down, so get ready for The Cube coming soon. And Corey Wells, again, this goes back to New Zealand. So I said I would unbox it with Brittany, even though I've been waiting 5 months for it to come. So yeah, another story. So Brittany's going to hate this because last night we watched Hook. Now this is one of Brittany's. So me and Brittany went halfies. Well, you know, technically we're a couple, so it's just chipping in. Brittany got Hook, and I got Cube. Dun dun dun. And I actually went to see Hook at the Pictures. And I've had it on VHS, and for somehow I've never got it on DVD. One of the last times I revisited Hook was on Sky. And you know, it's timeless, you know what I mean. But when it really sinks into me, it's almost forgettable that this is a Steven Spielberg film. It's true. Now you got John Williams in there with the music that, you know, definitely needs some kind of Mondo release on comes to vinyl. But then you got the cast, you know, Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, Dustin Hoffman, Bob Hoskins. Obviously there's a connection there. Who Framed Roger Rabbit with Zemeckis. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Again, massive child kids. The kid who plays Jack or Jackie, it's the same kid from Dick Tracy. What About Bob? And Can't Hardly Wait. You know, he nails it because he's just an annoying little brat, and he really. But you know, anyway. The idea, right? Okay, so this is pre-Disney trying to do their, you know, reboots, reimaginations, retellings, spinning off stories left, right and centre. Hook came along and is a sequel to Peter Pan, a beloved story, well established by Disney at this point. Robin Williams had been Mork and Mindy, but he had also done some serious drama stuff. He probably would be coming off the back end of Dead Poets Society at this point as well. Robin, really, the start of this movie, Robin is absolutely amazing, and then channels, even though he gets his eyebrows blacked out, his hair all spiky, channels the Peter Pan envy quite good. I mean, last night watching it with Brittany, it was like we were running commentary like Rufio. She was singing Rufio and all kinds of stuff. But looking back at it, it's a great spin on the story. The idea of Peter Pan, and I think it transitions well. I think it's scary Maggie Smith. You see Maggie Smith and she just looks like Maggie Smith now, and it's just like, has Maggie Smith ever looked young? Was there ever a calendar, you know, like, hey, Maggie Smith, was it? Does someone answer me that one? Christ, what a legend she is. But being a Spielberg film, though, you can tell the kids in this are phenomenal. Even though most of them have like pretty much not appeared in anything. I think Rufio is the most. Donnie somebody. Brittany's a fan of him. I think Brittany's talked to him a few times as well. He's got the autobiography. I think he's famous now for being a voice. There's something there. It's not like he appears in Damage. What was he in the other week? Fuck, that's gonna bug the fuck out of us. He's the kid with the camera. There was a film I was watching, and I didn't realise it was him right until the end. That's the outtake, because my phone's flat. So anyway, going back to this film, I love the fact that I love Neverland. You just want to go to Neverland. It's the era where CGI, I mean, this is just before Jurassic Park as well. So the CGI, making Tinkerbell small, works, doesn't work. Flying, works, doesn't work. Take away wires, works. The idea of Peter Pan coming back to get his kids and forgets. To get to Neverland, you forget everything. You seem to not age and forget everything. But who doesn't want to be at that fucking food table when they have the food fight? Again, when I think about this film, you go back to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It's that kind of era of movie, the discovery of films and wildest imaginations. But who doesn't want to be there and explore it? It makes you feel like Waterworld as well, because, like, you know, Neverland just seems to be like a floating oasis, you know. Really funny in certain bits. Again, it's snowing's really good. The Lost Boys, how they carry them, and how Toodles is older, looking for his marbles. It's fucking mental when the other kid, his fucking legs curling up, he turns into a fucking cannibal. You're like, what the fuck? And like all the toys as well, like eggs and paint and how to take down a pirate, you know. Dustin Hoffman and Bob Hoskins are absolutely tremendous in it. Again, just thinking back that it's a Spielberg film, it kind of makes sense, but it sometimes it just to me as a massive fan, it catches you off guard that it's a Spielberg movie. There's a lot of memorable bits in it, and revisiting it, the only downfall with this is surprisingly as well. One, it's a U. Like, this should be a PG because Robin Williams clearly stabs somebody in this movie. Like, Rufio definitely gets killed by Hook. PG, because again, if this was a PG, I would have said this should have been a 12. But yeah, it's only a U. Lost its charm on Blu-ray. They've done what typically a lot of first editions done when it came to blue. Like, if you look at Tremors, they blued it. You know, classic orange font, gone for blue. They went for the blue, dark blue. And they've done that with that. Because Hook used to come with a green, it's in the other room somewhere, green VHS, sandy, like treasure map kind of outing, and a lot of creams and silver. But it's always been the traditional red Hook, but yeah. Dustin Hoffman as well gets credit over the top. Robin Williams, it was pretty much, he became the 90s. Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't long after this. Toys was next. I don't think Matt Connor's ever recovered about Toys. But yeah, there you go. That's the traditional colour. So they kept it on the disc. They fucked up the artwork. No additional features. Nothing. Absolutely fuck all. No cast reunion. I know Spielberg doesn't do audio commentaries, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now it's a Sony TriStar. I don't know. I mean, yeah, TriStar did. Well, saying that, Studio Canal's brought a lot of TriStar up, haven't they? Because I'll never forget Arnold Schwarzenegger saying that was him riding towards the screen on audio commentary for Total Recall. But again, mental that it's just been flat packed released. Be an anniversary next year, will it be? 1990, 1991. So yeah, we're talking, fuck me, 30th anniversary Hook next year. It's a possibility, you know. It's one definitely for maybe Arrow to try and get, but yeah. It looks good on Blu-ray, except for some of the special effects, but hey, for the time, the imagination, it's fucking brilliant. Right, I'll see you in the outtakes for what it's going to kick us when I realise what that film is. He was in it, and I didn't realise it was him because he was filming a lot of it. What was that movie? Bear with me, my phone's been flat all day, and for some reason, even though I've bought a brand new charger, my old charger that broke is the only charger that seems to work. Whatever, you know. So Hook, shows you Hook. 1981. So next year, Hook's 30 years old. Fuck me. Wow, Amber Scott plays Maggie. She got hot for her old age. Phil Collins, of course, he's in it. Buster. Where's the fucking Dante Brasco? I didn't even sort of knew his name. Oh, I see Michael Jar White. Blood and Bone. I haven't seen that recently, but it's a good film. That's it. It's got to be it. Jarhead 3. Because I watched it for Scott Atkins. That'll be it, yeah. I was never going to remember that. But yeah, Jarhead 3, which... Well, basically Jarhead, you know, obviously Jake Gyllenhaal did well. There was a Jarhead 2 somewhere. There's now a Jarhead 4. Maybe it's 5 now. But Jarhead 3 starred Scott Atkins, hence why I bought it. It shouldn't be such and such Scott Atkins. It should be Anne Scott Atkins because it's just really a little raw, small little building. And Donnie Brasco is running around with a video camera. Didn't recognise him until he came. I think it came up in the end credits, or I spotted him. Spends most of the time behind the film, behind the camera. Wow, random outtake. Right, hope you enjoy Hook. Get a 30th anniversary on the way. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.